I better get in and unlock the museum. We got a viewer coming to visit in a couple minutes. Viewer that watches Gordon is coming. He was in the neighborhood the last couple times, but it wasn't good times. Both times I wasn't feeling well, actually. The second time he came the day after I had my last stomach attack, so I was off, feeling really off. I hadn't slept. So if he wants to videotape, we're gonna do a video today. I'm giving him a tour of the museum.
Hey Retro, it's Timu Joe Rogan. So what's going to happen if these guys don't want to be in a movie, like Boss Julekas, for example? Then what smarty? Bet you never thought of that, huh? You need to stop watching those pornos.
Then we won't put him in a movie because I respect my friends and I'm not gonna put him in a movie if he doesn't want to be in one. Smarty.
Good Retro, that's probably a smart decision on your behalf because Gordon is highly skilled in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and will slap you into next week if you screw with him.
You're an idiot. He's my friend. He's not gonna come here and try to hurt me. You're an idiot. You're gonna get fired.
Retro, if you fire me, I'm still a stand-up comedian, although I won't get paid in diecast anymore. Truth be told, I'm only playing. I never miss an episode of Crack It, bro, and I've been watching the videos since the beginning, and, you know, I'm on your side against the Centennial Night Scalper.
Oh, hell yeah. Chrome chases. The Batman one is Hot Wheels Super Elite Chrome Chase. Telling them this thing right here, it was so hard to get. I'd love to know the number of it. If anybody knows the number, it's the 2022 San Diego Comic-Con Knight Rider. I knew one person that got it. It was my friend Justin. He got two of them, so I got one of them. I'll give you guys a tour too while these guys are getting a tour. These are my favorites up here, guys. You guys know what my favorites are. This one here, Gordon, this Knight Rider is autographed by, it's the San Diego Comic-Con, the earlier one, and it's autographed actually by Hasselhoff. I'll show you guys that. Check that out, guys. San Diego Comic-Con, signed by David Hasselhoff. I was telling these guys, there's a lot of new viewers that ask me to unbox stuff that I've already unboxed, so I'm just showing you guys. It's like a tour for you guys that haven't seen all this. You guys just look around, make yourself... Actually, do you guys want a Pepsi? Cold pop? Yeah, it's like a... For people that just start watching. Glenn's got a way more stuff than I got. But I just collect what I love. He collects everything. He is, but he's not around expensive cars. He's got the Ghostbuster, yeah, the Ecto, the RLC Ecto. He's got like doubles of that, the glow in the dark one. The stock room.
I think it's a super. That's a super.
Sold that to Glenn. Migo. That is awesome. See that? That's when they had good runs. We're gonna go for a toy hunt, guys. He was just telling me a lot of these blisters from RLC came damaged and people pay good money. He got this one, luckily is good, but we're gonna go check the stores. That's what I'm talking about. Gordon's getting into the low number stuff. Look at that number, 49 out of 5,000. And I've never seen one in the box like that. Crazy. That's awesome. And it's a Mopar. He is getting some cool older stuff from the older guys that are getting out. That's killer, actually. We're heading over to the Wally to see if we can grab anything, because the Toys R Us, you guys remember the other day we got stuff at a very odd time. It was around this time actually, so we're gonna check it out. Familiar spot. Nothing has changed over here, guys. Nothing in this aisle. No Platinum Chases, nothing new. We're gonna check next door though, and then apparently we're gonna go, because Gordon is in town, to pick up a bulk deal that he's got cooking up. A good deal. Guy that's getting out of die. Sorry guys. A guy that's getting out of die-cast is giving him a good deal. I love that floor mat. I didn't show you guys because I've been chatting with them, but they brought me an awesome gift. I'll show you guys in a bit. Wow, we're gonna go check Walmart, but it's closed because there was a fire inside. That's nuts. Oh, well, they wanted a tour of the museum. I'll finish showing you guys the rest of the cars anyway. And then I'm gonna show you guys I made some progress on my diorama. Now, I didn't go with them to do their deal because we were already in this end of town, and I didn't want to make them go to, basically, it's central Hamilton, and then drive all the way back to Stony Creek. So I sent them on their way, they dropped me off. So I'm going to finish the tour, and then I'm going to show you what I did with the Bigfoot diorama. I took this guy out of there. I just have him displayed with a modern 1/25 scale Maisto, but that is actually vintage Smokey and the Bandit. Now it's supposed to be Bandit 1, guys, but back then they weren't worried about accuracy because this is what we would call toy grade. But I'll show you. But these got played with. This is in excellent condition. It used to be in my collection. Usually you get these and they are beat to crap, but this has the stickers on it still. Usually the stickers aren't on it. But Ertl, back in the day, guys, look at that. Opening trunk. But yeah, this is original, old school, early 80s, 81 to 83, I would say. Got the exact date of it. Before I forget, those guys brought me a gift, and you're not gonna believe it. So when Diane left, if you guys were around for a while, well, the ones that are newer viewers, if you go back in my older videos, I used to have a toy room. It was a second bedroom in our apartment, me and my wife, and it was totally dedicated to my toy collection. Vintage toys, wrestling, tons of die-cast, vintage die-cast. The whole room was stuffed. Dukes of Hazzard stuff like this old Ertl here. And who's texting me? Oh, somebody from work, wild. Stuff like that, Ertl that he bought from me. He got my Kenner talking kit from me. He got that guy from me. I customized it, AC. It didn't, to explain that, guys, this Diamond Select here, 1/15 scale, it did not come with any branding. It just said Time Machine on the box. So I put DeLorean, I put the branding on the tires, DMC on the front. Think it looks a lot better like that. I'll give you guys a little bit of a better look at the collection. I wanted to let those guys go crazy and look because they've never been here before, but I'll give you the tour. So I showed you that earlier. That's the San Diego Comic-Con Night Ride. This is my favorite GMP in the house. That green one, it's got the roll-up windows and everything. Believe it or not, I think that's an artisan, but it just looks good. Now, somebody was asking about strap damage, actually. I forgot in the last video. There you go, my friend. See? This one has some strap damage. We have another chrome one with strap damage. If I see one of the originals with strap damage, I'll show you. That's an original Ertl Chrome Chase. Original Ertl. Now this is an artisan, but what's special about this, if you look back in the videos, it has working lights. The light on top flashes, headlights all light up, everything lights up. It's pretty awesome, actually. That was a deal of the week. Glenn got himself $15 he paid for that older Johnny Lightning Chase. Crazy. That Batmobile, guys, that is not only a chrome chase, but it's the Hot Wheels Super Elite Chrome Chase. These cars, guys, have all been unboxed on my channel, most of them. That comes with a nice brushed steel base too, but the base doesn't fit in this light up case here. But actually, I'll get all of them. Get them lit up for you guys. But yeah, I just was so happy to see Gordon and Lee, and I was yakking they're probably yakking their heads off about stuff, but I forgot to film. But that means I was enjoying their visit. Autographed. A lot of these racing cars that he has are autographed. That's beautiful. That, I believe, is an Auto World Mustang. He got a good deal on that day. I remember I was with him. Glenn's a Mustang guy. I'm a Mopar guy, but Glenn does like some Mopars. Autographed. And all these are authenticated as well, guys. These are these figures. These work beautiful with 1/18 scale cars, guys. 3 3/4 inch. Now this is not vintage. I'll show you the vintage one shortly. But 3 3/4 inch, you can get them for about 25 bucks each, and they articulate. Sorry guys, my buddy Franco asking me if I'm off tomorrow. I think he's gonna come visit. My best friend from back home. Yeah, he's gonna come in. But those work perfectly with the 1/18 scale Knight Rider cars, guys. If you can get your hands on those were on AliExpress, or no, Amazon. Either Amazon or AliExpress. I did a video on those as well, and I always provide links whenever I find stuff like that. 1/18 scale car kit, and he also has the chrome chase. That is some money there. He's got the green light bullet, the Ertl bullet. A really nice bullet that he has is comes with the figure that sits in the car. I would love to have that figure for my auto art. People ask me what's the best Eleanor you can get for detail wise. In my opinion, right there. The only thing is, this is an actual Eleanor version. It's the 500E. Mine is just the 500. I was disappointed at first. I was like, mine doesn't say Eleanor on the nameplate. It doesn't say 500E. I got the wrong one. And I was like, wait a minute. Eleanor in the movie didn't say 500E either. I got the right one. Yeah, he's a Mustang guy. Those are 1002 made. Those are beautiful. I've done a video on those. But yeah, that Mustang I love, Eleanor. Again, guys, newer viewers, if you want to see any of these cars unboxed, Eleanor as well, they're in my older videos. Little guys by Mini Champs. Nothing open, so we leave it in its little case. That's numbered as well. Only 3,333 of them. That's interesting. Both the same car. Well, kind of. I did a video on both of them. And that's signed by Herbert Platt. Big fan of Shelby Collectibles, as you can see. Now, he does have a Charger. I love my Bullet Charger. It's the one of 752, whatever it is. The one I drove to Brantford for. It says Chase Me on the license plate. His that was done by Greenlight, and I think Auto World had a part in it. Don't quote me, guys, but it's very similar in quality to mine. It's got the opening glove box, all that stuff. And even the rims are authentic, because that's not the one I'm talking about actually. This is the one I'm talking about. Because authentic Bullet, if you remember, had hubcaps. It didn't have rims. It had hubcaps. So they got that part right. And he's got the chrome version of the Charger and the Bullet Mustang. They're not chases, they're by Greenlight, but they're still pretty darn nice. That was done by Franklin Mint. If it was in a box, I would do a video just on that, because the quality of that blows me away. Smaller scale, but wow, guys. Actually, I'm not going to play with it because I got bare hands, but excellent details on that. By the way, guys, my Saturday video, I had it done by like 8 o'clock at night, whatever it was, 9 o'clock. But when I went to upload it, it took forever, and it would get 40% done and then start over again and stuff like that. I ended up falling asleep, and it got uploaded at some point in time anyway. So sorry Saturday's video kind of came out Sunday, but that was Saturday's video in place of the live. So those that have already seen these cabinets, I apologize. That's autographed as well. But like I said, I've had an influx of newer viewers. These are beautifully done, and they're from the late 90s. I did an unboxing on the set of those right here. All numbered, all beautiful. But I've had an influx lately of newer viewers asking me questions like, you should do the Dirty Mary Crazy Larry, or you should do this car or that car. Sometimes I'll dig up a link and share it, or I'll say, oh, my friend, I already did that if you look in my older videos. But this is kind of a refresher for those new to the channel, for those guys that have been around for a while and like seeing this stuff again. And just showing, because we do get new stuff in these cabinets and we don't show everything, so you might have missed stuff. So there is that date. That is my favorite of that Shining Stars set. Now these are not chases, guys. It's part of a set called Shining Stars. But see that strap mark? Now apparently on these chrome ones, some old school guys, that's beautiful detail. I unboxed that. But I had some guys tell me that could be buffed out with automotive polish. And there's a process to it, but it can be done. Hot Wheels, one of 18. No 18 vans on this floor, but I will tell you guys, because I get asked all the time what the best of the best is of what. For 18 vans, I'll rate them in order. The best 1 of 18 scale 18 van, number 1, the Hot Wheels Elite. Not the one in the red box, that's the Heritage. Do not buy that. No bang for buck. Hot Wheels Elite. If you gotta have the best of the best. It's got the 3 antennas. The barn doors open on the back. And yeah, the front doors open. It's real nice. Number 2 is not that one by Hot Wheels that's in the red box that they call the Heritage Series. It's not that one. That one I see listed for 300 bucks. It's not that. That has less opening stuff on it than the Greenlight for a lot less. So believe it or not, for bang for the buck, I recommend Greenlight for number 2 for the 1 of 18 scale 18 van. Coming in last would be that Hot Wheels Heritage. Sorry Hot Wheels, I love you. I love what you did with your Elite lines. Love my Elite DeLorean, stuff like that. It's not your fault they're selling it the way they are on the secondary market though. But just for 300 bucks, no side door opening like the sliding door, no barn doors, no bueno. Most of you all have seen the Dukes cabinet. And I've explained to you, so these are 1998 reissues. First thing you spot is the black interior. That's not correct, but the way to tell if it's a reissue or the original vintage, the reissue, the General Lee is black on top, okay? Also, no flap on the back of the box. Vintage one, you can't really see it well back there. It's got a flap on the back of the box. And blue font on the Dukes of Hazzard on the roof. I did see General Lees that were very similar to that confused me recently, the size of them, because they had tan interior. I said, what the heck is that? Johnny Lightning made that line. It's the ones in the box that's kind of suspended in the air with the two pieces of plastic on the end. Yeah, so those ones are Johnny Lightnings. The early Ertles with the black interior is the ones I'm talking about. Happy birthday, General Lee. That is beautiful. And I always tell people, you want the ultimate black General Lee? Get one of those, put the decals on it, put the turbine wheels on it. Man. But that would be expensive. By the way, I posted recently that Authentics General Lee. The black one, it's black. It's by Authentics. It's crazy expensive. But I realized something. If you buy that, buy it for the rarity, not for the accuracy. Because it's basically the Ertl Authentics, but in black. So it's the one that is a step up from the older Ertls and American Muscle ones, but it's a step down from the Silver Screen Machine Auto Worlds. It's got the headrest, it's got the stuff that wasn't corrected by Auto World and Silver Screen Machines. So if you get one of those, make sure that you're aware of that. Stuff like this White Lightning Chase by Johnny Lightning, you're not buying it for screen accuracy anyway, obviously, right? And that looks really cool with the white interior. There is the king of the General Lees. You want the best of the best, guys? Right there. The Auto World Silver Screen Machines General Lee. It comes in the box with the flag covered up with a decal that, well, it's like a decal that just peels off. Giving you guys a good tour of the whole museum today. This yellow Daisy Duke car, I love it, but they made a glaring mistake on it. As much as I love Auto World Silver Screen Machines, they made a big mistake on that sticks out like a sore thumb. If you look in the car, inside the car, the back of the car is supposed to have black interior panels. They forgot to add them. They either forgot to add them or just didn't want to add them. Couldn't be bothered. And it sticks out like a sore thumb because you look in the back of that, you see yellow. So it kind of sucks. That big bad boy, eh? Some more movie cars in here. That is interesting there. It's beautifully done. That Vanishing Point, Highway 61. That one I believe is more like the TV 97 remake because it has the white molded mirror. Kind of like the Ertl. I say it's more like the 97 remake with Viggo Mortensen because of the white molded mirror. Anybody wondering, this kit by Ertl American Muscle Bullet, I put one of these together in a video. If you put it together, it's exactly like the Ertl American Muscle Bullet is the end result. This Ertl Ecto 1, I love it to pieces. It comes with Slimer. It's not a full 1 of 18 scale, it's 1 of 21 scale. It's good enough for me, but if you want the best of the best Ecto, you want the Hot Wheels Elite Ecto 1 or the Auto World Silver Screen Machines Ecto 1 that are a full 1 of 18 scale like this guy here. That's plastic, but it's a full 1 of 18 scale. Dirty Mary Crazy Larry. Rumors that there's, I think, under 7,000 made or 3,000, something like that. I had the numbers from somebody that actually worked with Auto World on that. And I can't remember what they are, but I put it on the video about it. That was my first serious movie car right there Well, my Auto World Silver Screen Machines General was, but that didn't come in a box. This was my first serious one that I cracked open. I made the decision I was going to enjoy them and open them. There is one that you pay a few bucks for, that's Scooby. I like that in black. Take you guys downstairs, show you a little bit of a better look at my cabinets. Now I noticed my cabinets haven't turned the lights on for a while, and I got some burnt out lights. Well, not the lights, the batteries. So you'll have to forgive them, but I'll turn the lights on down here so you guys could see. Again, for my older viewers, forgive me if you've seen all this stuff. It's more for people that are newer, but if you guys love watching too, I love you guys. You're more than welcome to join us. That's why we love collecting this stuff. Now that's the Hot Wheels. So I had the Hot Wheels Elite, okay? Hot Wheels Elite didn't go into hover mode. It just came with the standard wheels. This has, but it was super detailed, came with the hoverboard. This is a Super Elite. It came with all the different wheels in a big box, so I could change the wheels, put the train wheels on it. Comes with the little platform for hover mode, and it does this. And by the way, beside it, see beside my Knight Rider car, that reaction figure, and that's the same thing, a reaction figure. Knight Rider below, I rigged them up to talk, but I think my battery's dead right now, but we'll see. Watch how cool this thing is, guys. Gotta let the flux capacitor flux. Yeah, my best buddy Frank's gonna come in tonight. Oh, burn out me, gotta put in the time coordinates. In the dark, it looks pretty good, guys. Everything lights up. My most expensive car right there, and it was my 1,000 subscriber unboxing. Just over 300 Canadian, but worth every penny for bang for the buck. There's my Knight Rider. I got brand new in the box. That thing below it is the voice module. The stick tack loosened up a bit because it's been a while since I played with it. I'm going to permanently fasten it, but I'm using stick tack so I can kind of take it off and on. But I did a video showing how you could make these cars talk, not just Knight Rider either, using voice module. There's that original Bandit release, Bandit 1. Love it because it's a licensed Bandit, but they had some mistakes. There's Herbie Goes to Monte Carlo with the little diamond under the hood. I was originally wanting just the plain Herbie, but I'm happy with that. They did darn good with that. That's a Hot Wheels Elite too. There is my Ertl Vanishing Point from Mr. G, a gift, mint, one of my first movie cars. There's my deal of the week. There's Godfather and then Godfather Al Padrino. I have both. This is Al Padrino. It's got his Hitman. And then it's got the man himself, if you could see him back there. And Jada knocks it out of the park with figures, guys. I can't believe that. KK scale model. Believe it or not, I got that car. It's my first and only resin car. So it's sealed, nothing opens. But it's gorgeous, nicely detailed by KK Scale. From Amazon, believe it or not. I think I paid $110 shipped. Figure I bought it separately on Amazon, but it's the same company. They do well with the figures as well. That used to be red. And it was a Hot Wheels. Nice detail, nice heavy model. Got it to go along with that. I'm going to get the figure to go with it too. That's my first serious unboxing, like I said, guys. Christine with the working headlights. If you guys want to see that unboxed. There's that blue Maisto. Here is that green light 18 van with the opening doors. Guys, that's ranked number 2 ahead of that red box Hot Wheels Heritage. The Hot Wheels Heritage in the red box, it sells for $300. You don't want it. Get the green light. It's about half of the money. More opening doors. More bang for the buck. Car I thought I would never own. My Dirty Mary Crazy Larry. My Chrome Chase was a gift from my good pal Glenn. My 55 Chev and American Graffiti. There's my Ferris Bueller Custom. Didn't want to pay for the car, the official one. Here's my Shelby Collectibles Eleanor. Now this one wasn't the 500E, so it doesn't say 500E on the side, and I'm okay with that because it's exactly the same as the Eleanor, except it doesn't say 500E. Same engine bay, same everything. That is the Ertl version of that car. I love the Ertl version of it, but there is some accuracy mistakes, like the whole back of the car should be black. There's my Scooby with the figures. In a marketplace ad, somebody selling those figures. I got them for 30 bucks in the box, if you remember. Somebody trying to sell the same ones for 400 bucks. Here's a junker of that Hot Wheels Elite, guys. We got it for Glenn. It's only 30 bucks, but it's the Hot Wheels Elite. Now, it's a fixer-upper. But look at this. The barn door is open on the Hot Wheels Elite. We got the other door for it. It's inside. We just got to put new pins on it. The hinges aren't broken, just needs pins. But it's missing the windshield. And it's missing the mirrors, obviously. And it's missing antennas on top. But for 30 bucks, but that's the best of the best. The door is open. That's a Hot Wheels Elite right there. It's beat up, but for 30 bucks, I'm sure we could get an old model or something and get the windshield out of it or something. Dusty, but yeah, just missing the windshield, missing one of the mirrors. I could have swore it had both mirrors before, though. I wonder if one of them's around here. While we're over here, one of you guys asked me what I thought was the best version of the Blue Brothers car. I steered you to this, the Auto World Silver Screen Machines, because it comes with the figures. And these figures are expensive to buy separately. And this car you could still get on the retail level. And it's highly detailed. It's awesome. Look, even the stuff on the dashboard. Here is my original Godfather, not the El Padrino one. This is just the Godfather standing outside the car. He's not sitting inside. Same exact car, except the other one has a figure sitting inside and the Hitman. Reservoir Dogs. When I seen this, I had to have it. Of course, it's not cheap on the secondary market. Here's a couple projects. If you remember my blue Maisto car, that's my Dennis Gilder Christine. Well, it's the one that I'm making. It's not exactly the same, but this is a Maisto. I had removed the black stripe. I had put certain wheels on it, and then I found out I could get Craigers for it. So I actually got Craigers. These, I believe, were by Acme, but I got a set. Just got to figure out how they're going to go on. A guy told me how to put them on. I just got to look at the message. I don't remember. But they're going on. Here's my Animal House Corvette. Well, my wannabe. Cheap ones like that could be placeholders until you get a good one. That is my Maisto Bandit in my official Bandit box. It looks crooked though because I moved it. Usually it looks perfect when it's all straight and it looks good. Still would love to take a set of those wheels and put it on my official Bandit car. Just some of my figures, guys. I'm from the old school. Thunderlips. So my autographs. To Diane, eh? That's Diane's. Mankind was her favorite. I got her signed Mr. Socko too. These are some of those autographs from that free website I told you about, guys. This I got for free from Judge Judy just by emailing the show saying I was a fan and asking for an autograph. Chris Cyborg, I got a lot of autographs. Hardest puncher in boxing history, guys. Not Mike Tyson, not George Foreman. Man named Ernie Shavers. Look it up. Couple more cars, guys, and we're done the tour. Diane made me that custom. It's an 80s LJN figure that was just beat, ready for the garbage. So she repainted them. Usually I don't say do stuff like that, but these LJNs, it's all on condition when it comes to the loose ones. That's how they're valued, is all on condition. So if they're beat up like that and you can save them from the garbage, do it up. Roy Jones Jr., or is that my Butterbean? That might be Roy, actually. George Chuvalo. I met him in person, got a couple of his autographs. There's my grandfather that was a war hero after he returned from war getting shot. He was also mentioned in this book, A Breed of Manly Men, Grandpa John Donovan. There is Larry Holmes in person, I got it. A Breed of Manly Men. That's the famous Canada Hot Wheels car right there. Mike Tyson statue that's numbered that belonged to my friend that passed away. My father's ashes, my friend's ashes. Me as a baby with my cousin Brian on my father's brand new 1978 Dodge Aspen in Elliott Lake the year I was born. My father worked in the mines. My mother's Al-Anon book. Show you guys. I'm just showing you guys the whole collection. May as well. There's my grandfather there. You could pause that and read it, but no bullshit. He was the real deal. There's my Christmas card from Sammy the Bull, and then Sonny Barger's autobiography signed by him. Roy Jones Jr. signed glove, Razor Ruddock signed glove. Those two Beatles are my friend Doug's that we seen in Wally. There's Pamela Anderson autographed book from Dave Out West. And last but not least, guys, you guys know what I have planned for this. I'm looking for a Boss Hog Mego figure. If anybody has a handle on one of those for a good price. I don't need it in the package, obviously, because those are the vintage Megos I'm always preaching about, guys. 3 3/4 inch, the size of a G.I. Joe figure. They articulate. You drop them, they're not going to break like resin. And don't forget, I got a piece of the boar's nest coming that I'm going to put in there with that. Auto Art Bullet. And there's that Authentics Bullet Charger. Not official because the plate says Chase Me, but we all know what it is. 752 made. Now, I don't have the best Fast and Furious Charger. That's the first Hot Wheels Elite one. But I've got the Ertl. It's a crazy price. Some stuff's a crazy price and I won't end up with it, but that's okay. There's the Homer car and the Batmobile. Now my plan when those Ghostbusters figure come is I'm going to make a display on one of the shelves with the Ecto, with the Ghostbusters figures, and then the Mystery Machine with those figures. Also apologize I didn't get more hunting footage today, guys, but I just brought you guys hunting yesterday. And to these guys it was new. To you guys it's not new, so I didn't want to bore you guys, you know? So a couple more things to show you guys. If you remember, I got a donation of a 1/18 scale PT Cruiser, and the whole idea of it was the person that donated it to me instructed me to smash the shit out of it to use it in my diorama because I didn't have a proper car in there before. I had that vintage Ertl Smokey and the Bandit. It didn't damage it, but I wasn't going to smash that, obviously. It's not my car and it's a vintage car. But check this out. Now, it was a tight fit, guys. It would only go in like that. And I'm gonna add more damage to the car, and I think I might put some dirt in it. Just a little layer of dirt on the bottom. Gonna damage the car more. But yeah, I think it looks good. But it would only fit with the truck suspended that one way. Gotta put the hood down too, but that's only like a mock-up. I was just seeing if it would fit. Because it's already all smashed up. I was like, what am I gonna do if it doesn't fit? Well, it's Kijiji mint. So I mean, I could sell it on Kijiji, say it's mint. It's got both of its mirrors still. This guy. Sorry about the glare, guys, but seen somebody selling one of these the other day in the box for $100 or 80, I think, something like that. They're nice. So I got that gift from Gordon today and Lee, and it's a gift that's special because I didn't want to sell off my collection. I had to. I did it out of necessity because I knew that where I was moving, I wasn't going to have a whole second bedroom to keep a collection in. Part of me, it felt good when I sold off the bulk of it. It's hard to explain. I miss it, but part of me felt good because every time I put something new into that room, I had to move 6 different things on the wall. And it was starting to get to the point where I was having days where I would look at that and I had almost everything. And I'd say, what's the point of this? It just sits there. You know what I mean? Like I was starting to get just, I don't know, when you have so much stuff, sometimes you start thinking a little bit different. But part of me was relieved to sell. But one of my favorite parts of my collection that I didn't really want to sell was my retro entertainment cars. They were the cinema cards. If you guys know me, you've been watching me for a while, my favorite Hot Wheel cars of all time, well, I'll show you. They're these guys right here. Now, I had these guys and I had to sell them. And wasn't happy about that. I had these two. I had some rare ones. I had both Smokey and the Bandits. These are all TV and movie cars, this line basically, and it's an awesome line as you could see. They're called cinema cards. I think they stopped doing them because of the amount of plastic they used on them. But they don't make anything like it since. I love the look of that card. And I had a lot of them. I had all my favorites. They made a lot of cinema cards. I know a guy that has every single one made, and so do you guys. It's G. When they stopped making the cinema cards, they continued on with the line, putting them on regular cards. And G continued collecting them, as did a bunch of other people. But they made so many of them. My goal for the cinema cards wasn't to collect every one of them, because I didn't have wall space for one. For another, some of them were cars I just didn't like. Star Wars, Star Trek, anything like that, Battlestar Galactica. Stuff I don't collect and don't want, right? So that collection, I had all the ones I wanted. Knight Rider, I had Kit, I had Car. Magnum PI, I had the beautiful Dodge truck. Or no, that was Simon & Simon, I had the truck. I had Friday Night Lights, the nice square. Like I had all the good hard to get ones I had. I even had the original Back to the Future Toyota truck, not the reissue that came out last year that everyone was scalping. I had the original one. So for those guys to give me a gift, it didn't cost them a penny to come here. I wouldn't expect them to bring me anything. For those guys, I feel bad because I just sold a bunch of stuff and I didn't have gifts to give them, because usually when people come here, I give them something. This time I was a little bit dry. I got to build up my stock a little bit of giveaway stuff, but I will catch them next time for sure. But I might start collecting those again. Like if I see them for right price, I won't go on a limb and spend a bunch on them. I'll only buy them if they're a discount, a deal. I'll collect them that way. So Gordon and Lee, for you guys to give me these, thank you, because it's not just 2 cars to me, it's kind of sentimental because it's stuff that I had and stuff that I loved, that I held dear to me. So gotta be here, I don't want to get stung. See it flying around? Frig off. Oh, before I say goodbye, check out what I scored at Costco earlier. Holy frig. See that? 32 cans, boys. I thought 18 cans for $9.99 was a good deal. 32 for $12.99. Sold. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm not going to do the regular rigmarole and edit all the fancy stuff in today, but just give Retro a smash of the like button for me. Tell your friends about me. And subscribe if you haven't. You guys know you enjoy the videos. Come on. And for you new viewers, like I said, the tour today was to show you guys the collection because I've been getting an influx of people asking me about certain cars. Any of the cars shown today, I have an unboxing video to go with it. Most of them. Movie cars. The cool ones. So that's it, guys. Gordon, thank you so much for coming. I don't know if Lee watches the video. Lee reminds me of a guy I went to high school with, Lee. And I'm not saying this in a mean, bad way or anything, but the guy was a little burnout. He was always just chuckling and laughing at everything. And that's what Lee reminds me of. And again, that's like thinking with like a warm heart. You know what I mean? Like not thinking negative. It's thinking funny thoughts, but that's who he reminds me of. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Take care, be safe, and happy hunting.
This beat is stupid grimy, that's a Cobra Kai kick. There's some open eyes, should open eyes when I spit. I get riled up like dogs around the postmaster. The dough stack up with no manner.